So, welcome to my movement analysis project. The movement that I chose for the movement analysis project is a vehicular gear change. I've just highlighted the parts of the body that you would most likely use for this, roughly. So, what is a movement analysis? So, a movement analysis is the observation of an action that you would do, and while you're doing that action, we look at what your muscles and your bones and your joints are all doing, and we describe that so that we can know more about what exactly that does to your body. So what is the movement that I chose? The movement that I chose is a vehicular gear change. This is fairly straightforward. There's not too much bodily movement in it. So luckily I put this together fairly quickly. So what are the tools I used? The tools that I use are like some steering wheels that I found, and then a PlayStation 4 copy of a video game, and then the entire region of Scandinavia, along with Volkswagen Golf. Now, this isn't really too related to the product, but it does give me a chance to talk about my awesome driving career. So, what are the parts of the body that I used? A lot of the parts of the body that I used are in the right, limb area, the right upper limb area, and a lot of stuff in your lower limbs. So I have a list of all the things that I used. It's the quadriceps, the patellofemoral joint, the hamstrings. I'm going off the top of my head here, but I think I'm getting most of these. And then there's also the deltoid and the glenohumeral joint, and then the brachialis muscle, and the ulna and radius bones, and also the actually, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that might be it. Patellofemoral joint as well, if I didn't mention that earlier. Oh, the talocrural joint, which is kind of like your ankle, but I'm not going to talk about that too much because there's too much going on there. So I guess now I don't really need this slideshow anymore. So yeah, you'll probably be watching a video right now. I don't know what it is, but let's actually cut to something educational now. So to begin, you will need to have your car on and preferably turned on. And what you would do was you would move your left. Let's see. So your left quadriceps will contract, and then that will extend the patellofemoral joint, which pretty much extends your hip and applies some pressure to the pedal. And then there is some plantar flexion in your foot with the talocrural joint, which is basically your ankle. And then now, since you do that with your left bits, then now the clutch should be pushed in, and that's what that looks like, except on the left. So now you can move the gear lever thing however you want. So to do this, your deltoid will abduct, which kind of moves your shoulder out to the right. You won't have to do this very much, but you still have to. And that's at the glenohumeral joint. And then the brachialis muscle flexes, and that moves the ulna and the radius bones with the ulnohumeral joint. So the ulnohumeral joint is like your elbow, kind of. So now your arms should be kind of angled like this, and it should be kind of over the gear lever. So you just move both your deltoid and your brachialis muscles around a little bit more until your hand is kind of touching it. So you don't really have to do too much with your wrist, but you do have to use your upper arm and lower arm and elbow a lot. So now you can move it around. Sometimes the whole limb will move towards the fetal position. Sometimes it will go away. It really depends on where you are in the car and what you want to do with the car.